let me know if everyone can hear me. Zaid, Devi, Charan, Anurag, just a quick check your audio and video.
Am I
Hello.
audible?
Just Zaid is audible, Anurag is audible.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. So without any further delay, let's start. And this session will be very interesting because we have first year Anurag from first year, Zaid and Devi Charan from second year. Devi Charan who cracked summer of Bitcoin, and also Zaid who is interning in Singapore like right now in just few days. Right, Zaid, you will be going to Singapore, right? On
Yes, I'm leaving on
4th of
Friday.
August? Yeah,
1st of August.
1st of August. Cool. So you'll be traveling to Singapore. So uh, you have crazy seniors of yours right now in this session. So we'll be discussing a lot. So without any further delay, I want to tell you about what is this session and all. Right. Before that, everyone give a thumbs up if everything is fine. If you all are getting the video and audio clearly, right? I can see 8 thumbs ups. Okay, 9. And if you guys, meanwhile, if you have any doubts and anything, you can also leave it in chat box, or there is a questions tab where you can leave your questions. We'll be answering those, whichever question has the highest upvote. And before we move on to individual intros, let me give who am I and also about this session, right? So everyone after their 12th class, even me, when I finished my 12th class, had this dream of earning a lot of money in, not in my college, but again after just after 12th, in my 18s, in my 20s, right, in that age. So I had a lot of doubts, like what are the ways to earn money. So I used to try a lot of different ways. Used to try logo designing, used to try um, web development, used to also um, try video editing. If I say on names, like it keep on continuous. Also tried game development and all. So this was me. So myself, Swaroop, and when I finished my 12th, these are some of the things which I started exploring. But again, I was not that great in and exploring things. I was not having any guidance right now, as you're having from your seniors, right? So I don't used to have this much of guidance, so I was so confused in my first year and second year of my college. Then I used to see people like I wanted to become someone like an entrepreneur. I also started exploring the way of starting my own startup as well. So because of not a correct guidance and not a correct path, I used to um, explore a lot of things and was not on a correct direction. But eventually, after trying failing for 1 and 2 years, I usually figured out, okay, so I had started my YouTube channel as well, along with that few editing clients and all, and used to do internship. Like in my third year is the time when I got the internship. That's also like a stipend of 11,000. Right now Zaid is getting a 2 lakh internship in just his second year. So it's like it was my journey, but still, um, slowly I figured out the way. Okay, the way how we can earn, how to grow personal branding and all. So there were several things in my journey. So we will be discussing about each and everything, especially if we see, uh, and at the end I figured out like there are three things which you can do to earn money, right? And we will also discuss everything. The three things are: one is either you can get an internship, like how your seniors right now, Zaid, Devi, Charan, Anurag is also doing freelance things, right? The second thing is entrepreneurship. You try figure out several ways, have your own startup with your own ideas, with a good team. You're building something crazy that will using AI and all. You're trying to build something, and you're eventually figuring out uh, the way to entrepreneurship. And these are few things which we'll be discussing, right? So if I just quickly tell about Zaid, Anurag and Devi Charan. So first is Zaid, who is actually interning in who got an internship, global internship in a company in Singapore with a 2 lakh stipend, and he's currently in his second year. And next comes Anurag. He is in just first year, and he is exploring the way. He's doing several freelance works as well, if I'm not wrong, and he's also having his own startup ideas, doing his startup. There was also several challenges, like there was a pitch challenge which held on Scalar School of Technology. He also participated in that. He's also doing a lot of things. He's also exploring a lot of paths to eventually earn money towards entrepreneurship, towards internship, and also we'll also discuss about Scalar School of Technologies NSET, because these guys have given Scalar NSET and came here. And if I talk about that, the third person, Devi Charan is secured in summer of Bitcoin, and he is also with an overall stipend of $3,000. And if I'm not wrong, like he failed NSET once, given reattempted, and then he entered Scalar School of Technology. So no worries. Even if you are a failure, even if you are a topper, no matter, you can earn a lot of money. Eventually, you can also pay your own college fees indirectly, right? So which we call in our terms, right? So before I give the intro to Zaid, Anurag, and Devi, let me quickly also tell you important deadlines. Scalar School of Technologies NSET last intake is going, and if you are really interested, there will be a poll which will be rolled out. So um, as you can see on the screen, if you are really interested in Scalar School of Technology, just give this poll. And meanwhile, Zaid, Anurag, and also Devi Charan, I guess he will be joining. So yeah, you guys start with your introduction. Tell from where you are, entire your introduction. Over to you, Zaid, Anurag, anyone who wants to start. Meanwhile, those who are interested in Scalar School of Technology, you can fill this form. Um, Guys, can you hear my voice?
Yes, ma'am. Can I start?
Sure, you can.
So, hi everyone. I'm Zaid Sharieff. I'm from Bangalore. I joined Scales Craft Technology 2 years ago. It's been 2 years so far. Uh, I cleared NCET in the first attempt itself. The thing that drew me towards Scales School of Technology was its curriculum and the instructors and how they had thought of all the current advancements in technology and designed their curriculum around that. Uh, so after joining a bit background about myself before that. I already had interest in coding since my childhood. I used to play around with programming languages like Python and Java in fifth and seventh grade. I had built a few small games and projects as well, and so I already had an idea that this is what I wanted to do. This is where my passion lies. So when I came across Kalo School of Technology, it looked like the perfect place for me to cultivate that passion. So and it turned out to be the right decision. After joining, uh, uh, initially the classes were really slow paced and to take everyone at the same pace so that even the beginners could catch up to the coding curriculum. So initially, I started exploring on my own, building projects, and soon after, uh, from our instructors, we got introduced to a few unique projects like a VR project which I had worked on, and also a local server media sharing project. Those were extremely valuable experiences for me to learn how to work on actual useful software which can be used by many people. So those projects served as a good leverage in my resume. So when the internship season started in our second year, I got a head start and I had secured first front end internship at Growth School, and later I secured a back end internship at Pratilipi. And after that ended, uh, when the global internships arrived, I applied, and I was really happy to get selected to that as well. And I'm happy to share that I'll be leaving for Singapore in 2 days. I'll be leaving on Friday. So yeah, that's a bit background about me.
Next, Anurag or Devi.
So hi guys, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
So hi guys, this is Anurag. So I'm co-founder of Omium AI, and of course I'm from first year. So till now I have done like 3 internship and doing the fourth one. And coincidentally, like every internship, like 3 internships, I have like the first one I did in Kivyo, which I got before even joining Scaler. Like Kivyo is the name. Zaid Bhaiya even know Kivyo. After that, I joined Every AI, where I was the AI engineer. I spent around 7 months there, and then I got the offer to join them as CTO, which I rejected. Then I did an internship in Eccentrics as AI intern, and currently I'm in motion education as AI intern over there. With that, of course, I cleared my NSET in first attempt. Like I was profile shortlisted, so I don't know even now that what were my real scores in NSET. But yeah, I was profile shortlisted. So about the entrepreneurship journey of mine. So I founded my first company, Zernex, at the age of 16. So till the age of 18, like for 2.5 years I ran that company, and then we sold that whole company. uh like there 23 people were working under me, and it was a normal freelance agency, you can say, where we were also developing some technical products for some e-commerce, and doing multiple other things. With that, of course, uh, I don't know, like I should mention my J ranks or something else, which I don't like to mention. But yeah, I got some good offers from IITs, from some Ivy League, from some Ivy League like Cornell, UPenn, and from ASU and multiple other foreign universities too. So this is like a bit background about me. With that, like I'm a fully technical guy. So even if I'm founding any company, I'm more kind of a CTO guy. So I'm doing this whole. Okay. I'm doing coding from the age of 13. From age of 13, so I started coding there. Uh, like my first language was Python, so building some Python things. Then I came into some robotics things, starting playing with Raspberry and something like that. And the journey just continued. Then I learned Java, then C++. Currently, I'm more into this AI engineering thing, developing working multiply on memory infra and everything for AI LLMs. So yeah, this is a bit background about me.
Cool. And even everyone are enjoying their holidays. He is still in college and doing some stuff. Yeah. Over to you. More about that later. But again, Devi Charan, over to you.
Guys, I'm Devi Charan. So I had zero programming knowledge before joining Scalar. So I got to know about Scalar through a YouTube ad, and I just randomly applied for it. And then I didn't took it seriously in my first attempt. Like I just gave the exam and everything. So one of the tough subject during our exams was learning ability. Like they'll give you a topic, random topic, and they'll ask you some technical questions on that. So I failed in that one. So I took it seriously for the second attempt, and I successfully completed my second attempt and passed my 2 interviews. So after joining Scalar, like they started teaching data structures. So I developed interest in problem solving. And then I got to know, like I have a very good peer group. So I got to know about open source, the basic development skills and everything. So like I got to know that DSA alone won't do anything much in your life. Like DSA is one of the most important thing, but it alone won't do get you into top positions. Like you need to know basic development skills and everything. So there is an open source club at our college. So I joined the open source club, attended the sessions, and we planned to apply for the GSOC that year in my first year of college. So while while we were like searching for organizations to apply for GSOC, one of our BSMs suggested us to apply for Summer of Bitcoin too. And then I applied for it and successfully, like I've got selected for their boot camp. So, like after the boot camp, they have conducted a competency test to mine a Bitcoin block. It was like very, I mean it was a very tough challenge for a first year student, I think so, because like a lot of technical knowledge is required for that, and you need to do, I mean you need to study a lot of documentation and everything. uh, Luckily I had a very good group. I got to know everything and they helped me, like my friends, like some of my friends helped me to clear the competency test too. And then comes the proposal round. Like I was able to write a good proposal, but they rejected me due to like lack of experience. I mean I didn't have any prior work experience and everything. So after like I took it as okay. Let us take it as a challenge and achieve it next year. So by the end of first year, I had an internship. I did it for 8 months, and then like then again I got to know Summer of Bitcoin like opened its applications, and then I applied for it and got selected. Like uh, I showed my previous experience and everything. I got selected. Yeah. So this is my background.
Cool. So guys, let me also give like about me, because the earning thing, right? Because if we see here, there are three different aspects. Zaid, who is like did coding, he's into projects, he's into everything, and he's now earning a lot from interning, right? By interning and all. Next, Anurag is doing his freelancing. He also did his internships and also exploring a lot other ways. So freelancing and all. And next, Devi Charan is entirely into development. Again, some part of DSA, everything is there, but more into understood the open source development and all. But if I say as a beginner, it's very difficult, because right now you might not know what is open source. Right now you might not know even what is an internship, what actually we will do when we go into an internship, right? So there will be a lot of question marks in your mind. Okay, what we need to do now? Only thing which we know is okay, okay, what's need to be done and how to earn money. These are the two things which you guys need. But if I say everyone right here, like Anurag, Zaid, Devicharan, even me, started from these questions, like how to earn money or how to do, everyone will go to Google or go to YouTube and type this, okay, how to earn money and all. They'll find out these ways. Okay, there some are saying passive income, some are saying get a good internship and all. Get some are saying okay, do some go to some websites, online website like Freelancer, Upwork, Fiverr and all. Go make your profile, apply for some gigs and all. So there are a lot of ways. There will be a lot of things which will there. But if I specifically say in tech, so if you really want to make your career towards tech and you want to earn a lot of money, then you will be really finding a lot of value from each and every one of the person over here, right? So um, because even I used to participate, even I used to see videos like how to participate in these competitions like GSOC and all. And this open source thing, open source is basically, let Devi Charan will explain in detail what is open source, how to apply, what are the other paths, because there are a lot of open source organizations and competitions that happen where you can go contribute, make your profile in GitHub. So what is GitHub, everything will be explained about open source by Devi Charan. No worries. Again, everything is important. Like Zaid will explain about how you should plan your roadmap for a good internship. Maybe Anurag will explain how to be um, like find freelance gigs, and find internships and all, um, right from now only, what skills you need to learn to achieve those, right? So before we get into there, because you now understood about their intros, right now, Zaid, Anurag, and Devi Charan, I want to understand. Uh, are you guys? Because I used to have these kind of questions: how to earn money, how to get internship, same questions, open source and all. Like before, I understand. I know this won't be an easy journey. So, how difficult was it to come to this level? So, from the point of time where you were having a lot of doubts, what to even do, from that point of time to now, okay, now you guys are doing something, right? Internship and all, and open source. So, how difficult was it? Because there will be a lot of students who think that these guys were topper, these guys were doing coding from childhood, so that's why they got it. So they think that. But if you can tell how difficult was it to come to here, how challenging was it, and everything about your journey, it will be, they will feel like, okay, I can also do it, right? So over to you guys, whoever want to start.
So I start. So the question is like
Sure.
how the thing starts now. So when I came to SST, okay, so parents were not happy in start. Parents were not at all happy. They were into why the hell are you joining this and that. For me, like I just said that first thing I will get connection. Second thing I said I got an internship just in Bangalore in Kibyo. Want to join. So the second reason was that. Then third was mainly regarding, if I can get directly, talk to the co-founders there in Scalar, I won't be able to do. Definitely IITs and other big colleges provide you connections, but kind of directly connecting with them was a different thing as compared to getting their numbers or email. So I just joined Scalar. The first week, specifically the first day, was totally, like the feeling was really good. Little tense, like okay, how the things will be happening, this and that, first class kind of thing. So I came, I know I come from a coding background, so I knew a lot of things which were, teacher were teaching in the first trimester and second trimester, like the whole ICP and the DSA1 kind of thing, web development and everything. I already have done that. So it was a bit easy. The stressful part, like for me, was I was doing two internship at a time. So it was like I used to go to Hyderabad, like in Saturday, Sunday, I used to go to Hyderabad. Other 7 days, I need to kind of work from home and plus classes and all. So that was little stressful for whole stressful thing. So I went to our dean. So that's I directly go ask him. So I want 30 minutes of you. He said, what happened? It was like maybe it was in second trimester or something. Said what happened? I said, so I am in trouble. I want your time. Like I just messaged him around 1 a.m. or something in WhatsApp. He said, "Ki, okay, come, let's meet tomorrow after class." Class happened. I told him every situation I'm going through, and he said, listen, this is something which normally happens. It's like, do you want exemptions from class? I said, if possible, that will be great. And like in first year, normally college does not provide exemptions to students. Siditsa himself, himself provided me exemptions for like two trimester at the same time, like trimester 2 and trimester 3, just so that I can, do internship and work on my startup. So that kind of help I got in early stage, and then connecting with Abhimanyu sir and all, working on startups and all was really good. So now that this is my experience.
Cool. Right. Yeah.
So I share my experience. For me, in this similar way to Anurag, in the beginning, it was quite easy as I already knew the basics. But when I started going into the advanced DSA, the core concepts of DSA, that was quite new to me. So I gave all in into those. I diligently took all the classes, did assignments, and performed well in contests. That helped me get a strong foundation of problem solving skills. Uh, so after later, when the internship season started, uh, at the end of first year, I already had DSA experience, and I also had a good amount of unique projects in my resume, which I shared before. So that helped me had make my resume stand out among the other candidates. So that was one major thing that helped me. And during the interviews, the my DS experience really helped, because mostly in interviews the DSA questions only will be asked. First, the your resume will get shortlisted based on your projects, and during interviews, your DSS skills will be tested. So I had both of those mostly covered. So it was really helpful. That really helped me get land my first internship. And then after doing my first internship, it really opened the ways to me. I understood how startups work, how production code is written, how teams work with each other and do contributions. So that was an eye opener. So the first internship really helps you get a clear idea of what really happens in the industry. Until then, you may have doubts, but securing that first internship will get you really far. So that was my experience for.
Cool. Maybe sir.
Yeah, so I agree with Zaid. Like the first internship is a primary step, like which will take you to the far. So my thing, I mean, coming to me, like Summer of Bitcoin played a major role. Like when I applied it for the first year, I got to know what the documentation is, like what the actual documentation of a programming language is, and how to study it and how to implement things. So I built a lot of projects around. I chose one tech stack and built a lot of tech projects on that. So those projects added a like lot of weightage to my resume. So Scalar brought the opportunities, like they brought companies to college, and I applied as my resume got shortlisted. I got selected in 2 to 3 startups, and then like I chose one. And after joining there, I broke my production on the first day. So like I went to all of my seniors and asked them, like, I mean, having technical skills is different from implementing them in the production level. So I learned how both are different and what we need to learn to survive in tech industry. So I got to know everything from my first internship, and then that played a major role in getting succeeded. Like my application got accepted at Summer of Bitcoin in my second year.
Cool. So right now, again, as I mentioned the same thing in the beginning, most of the students might have few doubts, right? Guys, again, for the audience, whoever is watching, you can ask your questions in the chat box. So you keep on asking. First thing, let's clear this doubt, because we know the first internship is really important, but getting that first internship is also very difficult. So of course, if it's an on campus, that's fine. Anurag, you can also explain how to get through off campus as well. If Zaid, you also have any guidance for on campus, okay, so you can tell that. Devi Charan can tell about that, his internship plus his open source thing, how the roadmap, basically we need the roadmap, what is that and all. So who'll start first, like Anurag or Zaid, explaining about like what is internship and how to get that, like the roadmap, what things do we actually need as a student.
So I start. Oh, yeah, go for it.
So I feel like choose a programming language like which is very I mean which is heavily used in most of the companies and in open source too. Choose a programming language, learn it perfectly, like learn the fundamentals very great, and participate in hackathons and also open source competitions. Then only you'll get to know what the actual requirement is, like what the companies and people are expecting from you through the programming language. And as you get to know those things, you need to work on your skills and develop them well, and make a good structure around, like make a good structure of that, and then you can apply for that and you'll get selected. That's it. Like, you just need to learn programming language, learn it perfectly, participate in hackathons and competitions, and get to know what people are actually expecting. And then you have to work on those skills and then apply for them again. You'll obviously get selected.
Yeah, Devi Charan summed it up pretty well. Just to add to that, like you said, you need to first get to know what the uh, interviews are expecting, what topics are actually being asked in interviews, and based on that, you can focus on what your interest lies in as well. So you need to pick a tech stack and get good with it. You need to build a few projects that you can actually showcase in your resume, so that your resume can get stand out from your competitors. That is also a really important step. So you may build projects like some project that is useful to you, or some project that could be used by others as well. It needs to be unique, and it needs to have diverse skills that you can showcase in that project. So that is one thing. And uh, actually applying, you may not get lucky immediately, but you need to take those learnings and you need to improve on them. Like what went wrong in the your first application or second application, you need to take the learnings and improve on them so that you can crack the future opportunities.
Like one of the question Bhaiya asked me was regarding off-campus internships. So if anybody really interested, like for the first internship which I got was an off-campus internship. The best way to kind of crack that is cold emails. Just blindly cold email, founders, people who are normally working, and look in LinkedIn or maybe some other platforms you can kind of where you can see jobs and all. But the main problem here lies one, that is you need to learn skills. Directly thinking, okay, I'm gonna crack some internship to earn some bucks. That's not the best way to proceed. It's always good first just learn your skills, like get to know, okay, I want to do internship. Okay, what kind of internship do I really need to do? Like, let's suppose if I am having interest in MERN, then I will look I will look internet just to find, okay, MERN related kind of internships. So first learn the skill, then if like off campus or in campus, you definitely gonna get an internship. So yeah, that's simple from my side.
Okay. So right now, again, there was one question. Zaid, if you can answer it quickly, where you did the projects. So, like from where you used to know and how you used to do them, if you can explain that.
So initially I had the projects I had built in school. Those were quite standard by themselves because I made simple games at a very young age. But in my first year, the instructors, they introduced some projects to the innovation lab. One was, which I mentioned, was the VR project, and another one was a local media sharing server project. Those were at our time like really out of this world. We didn't had any clue about it. We were just getting started to DSA, but they introduced this project so that students who are proactive, who can quickly learn on the go and implement the projects, they can get a head start. So I knew I had to be a part of those. So I quickly, when the project details were introduced, I quickly scout the internet and quickly learned and also implemented a few small demos so that I can showcase and boost my application. So after I got into the project, I managed my time very efficiently. I was doing 2 3 projects at once and also doing classes. So uh, I basically gave my all, and that also uh, put a really good advantage in my resume. So that is how uh, those projects went.
Cool. Mm, For the beginners, what you would suggest? Mm, like again, we discussed about internship, right? Now let's also discuss about this open source because we haven't touched this. This is also really important because again, one thing, internship is really important to get that industry experience, but understanding GitHub, understanding push, pull, commit, everything, repository, how to build an actual project, how to clone a project, everything is also that much important when we need to get that first internship also, right? Programming knowledge interview all are okay, but again this will also really same important. So Devi, Charan, if you can help them understand in a really simple way about the open source, then it will be really helpful for them.
So starting with what GitHub is, we can write the code in like multiple ways. Like you can create a folder structure, file structure, and then write code in multiple files and everything. But to maintain it, like to make the project in like version wise, you need to know what Git and GitHub is. Like Git and GitHub are just versioning systems. Like you may heard of like version 1 of an app, version 2 of an app, and different versions of app. So it is like a version management system. So GitHub is a place where all the code bases are kept, I mean like hosted. So what is coming to what is open source, like there are different organizations who keep their code open to everyone. Like they'll host their code base in GitHub, and they keep it as a public repository so that anyone can come to their code base, like check what how things are internally working in their project or software. And then if they want, they can also contribute to that main project. So this is open source. Like there are a lot of open source organizations, uh, like you can say Llama is one of the open source LLM models. Like it keeps its whole code base open to everyone so that anyone can check out the code, and if they want, they can contribute to it. So this is open source and open source organizations. So you just need to know Git and GitHub, and what choose a programming language, choose one organization, like choose one of the organization which is using the programming language that you know and that you have learned. And then you can just clone the code base into your local system. I mean, fetch that whole code base in your local laptop and run it. Try to run it and try to see, like try to observe everything and how things are internally working. So once you did that, that was a first step. I mean, that is a first step and big step you have done until now. So after running it successfully in your local machine, you can now get into GitHub, like the code base of I mean GitHub code base, and see different kind of feature requests and different kind of fix like bugs. You can actually ask the code maintainers to assign that those issues or feature requests to you. And then once they get assigned to you, you can start working on them and raise a pull request. I mean, pull request is a kind of like you are creating your own code base, and then you are developing the feature or fixing the bug, and then like pushing the whole code, your new version of code, into the main code base. So this is called a pull request. So this is how open source actually works. So you just need to know Git, GitHub, and then programming language, and choose an organization and get started on works.
Cool. So let me summarize everything. Like there are right now, again, everyone who are doing other things, pay attention right now because I'm summarizing everything. And then you can ask your questions. We'll go to the questions tab. We'll pick everything. So first of all, the main thing is earn money. So we have this thing of how to earn money, right? So there are few ways. As mentioned, one is getting an internship. This is also compulsory for everyone. So as a first year, as a college student, as a 12th pass, we need to start working on our skills, as mentioned, projects, everything, and we need to get an internship. Another way is this open source contribution, participating in these competitions, Again, not only open source competitions, you can also participate in some of the hackathons. But again, these are um, few ways to earn money in the field of tech. Another is build your own startup and generate revenue from that. Right. Before we move on to questions, like we will also hear from Anurag, like how he is doing his own startup and how to generate revenue from there also. But again, these are few ways. What are those? Again, everyone note down. Internship is one way. Open source competitions, another way. Third way is participating in events or hackathons, which has prize money and all. Third is building your own startup. So these are four ways in tech, especially, right? So right now, to do any of these above, first thing which you need is understanding of problem solving. How you will get that? Start, pick up a programming language, anything. So it could be Python, Java, or anything. But again, you should not give up, because when you start programming language for the first time, after few days you'll feel like I'm not getting the logic, I'm unable to understand how to solve these problems. Okay, there is something called as a prime number problem, there is something called as a factorial problem, but I'm not able to understand the logic. So there will be a lot of challenges which you will get while you start your programming journey. But you have to stay consistent, you have to stay disciplined, and you have to continue your programming language journey. So I'm telling the roadmap, right? So once you do this, you also have to parallelly start your web development. So you have to start building some of the basic websites. Don't rely on chat gpt or open tools like gpt tools 100%, because if they generate the code on your behalf, you won't be able to understand that actual syntax. So when some of the interviewer ask you the question like how do you create a class, or how do you create call an object, or something like any concept, because you were using chat gpt, you are relied on the tools, ai tools until now to generate the code. Once the interviewer asks you, okay, how you will fix this, you will be blind. So you will be in a confused state. Okay, how to do this, you know the answer, you know the problem solving thing, but again, because you relied on these ai tools to generate the code, you won't be able to proceed further. So this will be a bad impression. So don't do this right now. But again, once you get into an internship, once you get into a job, once you build your own startup, then you can start using these ai tools to improve your efficiency. But until and unless you get into this any X company for an internship, don't rely on this, because the basic command line commands and all are really important for you to write on your own, so that you can understand what are those commands. So this is one thing. So web development, while you're doing your web development basically includes html, css, javascript. When you start, then it has some frameworks and all. But this is the next step. After programming language python or java, then you can come to this web dev. And while you started building this websites and all, you can explore this open source github, these tools and all. Again, this is one part of your coding journey. And in another part which I used to do in my college is this personal branding, social media content creation and all. So you can also explore this path only, and only in that situation when you're really interested in this, because this will also really improve your skills, communication skills and all. So if you are coming in front of a camera, if you are speaking something, if you are building your own personal brand, you if you have some audience, so you will be understanding several things. You will be understanding how to research to make content. You will also understand how to edit videos, how to make thumbnails, how to make SEO based title and description. So you will understand a lot of things. You will understand search engine optimization and all. But again, what I'm saying, there are, if in tech there are four paths: internship, open source, and your own startup or any events. And apart from that, the only way which I would suggest, and I saw a lot of people do, is this: having their own personal brand. Because you can also do designing, logo designing, thumbnail design, like thumbnail designing or video editing, any other stuff. But again, these all you have to do as your extra work, because these things might not get you a great internship or something like that, but really focusing on tech will eventually help you in getting 1 crore 50 lakh stipend, like per c lpa jobs, right? So if you just aim for less things, so small things, you can do these things, but again, ultimately after 3 4 years you won't be able to get a high paying job. So if you're really aiming for that, that will, you have to work hard from right now. So after you do the web dev, what you can do is next you can shift to building projects. Once you start building projects, along with that you can also focus on data structure algorithms, so which uh, will ultimately help improving your logical thinking, time complexity, space complexity. Lot of things come there. So you will also analyze that. If you are really finding yourself passionate there, there is also another fifth thing in tech, that is competitive programming, participating in competitive programming events and all. So these are few things which you can do as a beginner. But again, I know right now, because these all are high-end topics, you will be having a lot of doubts. Now I would open the I will go to questions, I will read out one by one, and I will answer, like I will ask the relevant questions to Zaid, Devi, Charan and Anurag will help you answer those questions. Like they will answer to those questions. But before that, Anurag, if you can tell about the startup thing, how mistakes, because there is a lot of things in startup. So everyone are in a dream that I will build startup, but they will fail eventually after 3 4 months. So what is that reason, or if you can tell your learnings and all from that, it will help.
The first mistake like anybody do in a startup, thinking that what he is building is actually a problem, which he should not. What what we do is like we thought, okay, I'm gonna build this kind of solution, we'll launch it and I will earn $1 million or something. As a startup founder or as anybody who want to become a founder, the first and most important thing is simple. First, find a problem which is affecting a lot of peoples, which you think not today but in future can serve, let's suppose uh, even 100 people. If it can serve, then it's better to solve that problem rather than just building something which does not make sense. So that is the main thing which of course I learned. And second, I would say team choosing. Like the first startup which I built, which I sold, at 51% equity thing. Uh, what I learned, the most important thing, that was all about choosing the right person. The reason we have HR people, in different companies is just that. Let's suppose you have 10 people. My suggestion for any startup founder, anybody who want to be a founder, that will simple. Choose those people with whom your vibes match, with whom you like to spend time with, even if if he knows less. And also simply this. And if the works happen, you're gonna earn a lot.
Correct. And one thing which I feel, because I was from a normal college where I used not used to have the access to industry experts and all, because I also had a dream of building my own startup in my first year and second year of my college. I used to find some groups, WhatsApp groups, where students from several other colleges were in there, and mm, I used to start with them. But again, it eventually failed because uh, my learnings from the failures would be, first thing, participate in hackathons. Because right now, if you're from any other college or from any other place, if you participate in hackathons, you will be having you will understand how to work with teams, because hackathons will be mostly team led competitions. So participate in these hackathons. When you participate in these hackathons, you will understand how to work with teams. Then you can be the leader of the team. Then you can assign works to them. Then if you feel really that, okay, this is something, this is the problem statement which I need to solve, then as Anurag told, pick up a good, a really nice problem statement, participate, use that same problem statement to participate in several other hackathons. And eventually see, because whenever you go to hackathons, you don't feel like, okay, my startup idea is revealing everywhere. So don't think like that, because if you're really interested, if you're really driven, then no one else can copy or make it. Even if they make it, because it's your idea, it's your goal, you will be consistent, you will make it success anyway. So the only thing which I would say is, validate your idea by the industry experts. Okay, I want to do this, whether it's the right thing or not, by participating in hackathons, by showcasing your idea in public, you will actually be validated, instead of keeping working on building things and all, and revealing that at the end. So reveal it at the beginning only is what my suggestion would be from my learnings and all. So now let's go to the questions. So first question is 12th mark is compulsory for internship or placement? Not at all. Skills are important. I don't think any company would ask your 12th marks. Uh, if it's a company which teaches to 12 students might ask, but no, right? So let's go to next question. Not important. Next, how to get research internship in foreign country in AIML, and what skill and knowledge required for it? Anyone can answer. Devi, Charan, Zaid, Anurag would want to answer.
So let's suppose you want to do some AI research thing. So the first thing normally happens that my one of my friend right now is doing internship in NVIDIA. So I can tell you, so I know about that. So the first thing is first defining what specific role do you want to do. Like first decide the topic you want to research on. So to get any research internship, you need to kind of publish research paper. For that, we do have AIML lab in our college where the president also there are instructors which kind of help you to publish paper. You need to first learn a lot of basic things, learn basic machine learning, learn basic, Gen AI things, some algorithms and everything. When you are done with that, do some Kaggle. When you feel comfortable with Kaggle, that simply means that okay, you have some good holding with machine learning algorithms. When that is done, you can directly start reading research paper. To publish research paper, the important thing is to read research paper. When you will read research paper, you're gonna get to know about okay, what things what flaws are there in in those research paper. Understanding them, then try to write your own paper, publish it up. The more paper you publish, there's the higher chance of getting into, as a research intern into multiple companies, not just in AIML role, but in any other roles too.
Cool. So this is answered. Mm, what is the fee scenario for students belonging to family income of 1 lakh? I'm not sure, but again, there is a. I'm hoping this question is related to Scalar School of Technology. Again, I can see the upwards there. So, again, there are scholarships, which was again recently there was a Prashanna Sankar scholarship where you are getting scholarship up to 11 lakh worth of tuition fee support. So, if you are applying for Scalar School of Technology, just 9th is the deadline, 9th August. And before that, if you apply, and you will be getting the opportunity of this scholarship. So the criteria would be, again, if there is a better score of yours in JE or BITSAT or any other examinations, Olympiads. Otherwise, if you are from a poor financial background, otherwise, if you are a woman in tech. So these are the criteria basis on which that scholarship is given. Ankit, to answer your question, this is the answer. Again, I'm saying no need to apply separately basis on your profile, basis on your financial conditions. That scholarship will be offered. And again, as mentioned, if anyone else are interested for Scalar School of Technology, 9th is the deadline. September will be the month where your classes will start. As you have listened to the experiences of everyone, Devi, Charan, Zaid, and Anurag, there's the same kind of experience is ready for you waiting here. So this has been answered. So next question: are you guys have fear of AI? Which I'm sure not at all, but again, open to you guys. One by one, I need an answer from everyone. Zaid, open start.
So I'll go first. Initially, when it came out and when we saw when we were new to coding and when we were initially doing the classes, when we saw that how fast it has become, how fast it was progressing, and how it quickly started solving complex DSA problems as well, lead code problems, we were initially scared, but our instructors they convinced us that this is a at the end of the day it is a tool. It won't do the job on its own. Someone has to use the tool in an efficient way to actually make use of it and provide value. So to get to that point, to be able to use such a tool, we need to be more ahead of it. We need to have more command over our tech stack and our skills to be able to make most efficient use of such tools. So that is when we realize that we need to focus on ourselves first. We need to get ahead of whatever other uh, we need to have a good command of skills ourselves. Only then we will be able to make use of these tools. We don't need to be scared seeing just a few small problems it able to solve. What actually matters is being able to contribute in large code bases and providing value to companies. It's not there at that stage yet. Only when you have enough command over your skills will you be able to use these tools and uh, more uh, improve your efficiency in contributing. So that is my point.
As Zaid said, like it is just a I mean, it will increase your efficiency. Like you can coast. I mean, you can code 10 times faster, but not like it will be able to create the whole code base by on its own. If it creates the code base on its own, it will burn your money. Like it will create a ton of bugs. Like it will go out of context and everything. So it is just a basic tool. You need to get hang of it. I mean, you need to get hold of it. You need to able to understand how to use it. But you can't rely completely on AI to build things completely.
Like for my case, definitely AI is very like the problem which normally me or any other person who will join maybe in the first year will be okay. AI now definitely there's no job for people and kind of thing. I think AI is more of a tool rather than something which will take your job, because even AI cannot write production level code now. Definitely, there are few IC companies which says that they can, but definitely they are also, the tests have been done and that's totally negative. Until you don't know things, you will fear from AI. If you know things, if you know what really happening in your code base, or maybe what is written in that particular code file, or AI will be more of your buddy, coding buddy, rather than anybody like a villain who gonna take your job or something.
Cool. So AIML roadmap कैसे बना है? So this is a huge roadmap. But again, in a quick way, if anyone are into AML, can answer this.
Learn the basic machine learning thing, supervised, unsupervised. When that is done, get into some, learn the basic machine learning algorithm. Go to Kaggle, do some contest. When that is done, kind of proceed further. Simple.
Cool. And the next question, again, I guess there is some poll. I guess you can answer the poll how you love the session. So 10 is the highest, 1 is the lowest. Up to you. And let's move to the next question. That is, does SST struggles students get enough knowledge? Wait. Let me read it again. Does SST students get enough knowledge in their first year, according to scalar curriculum, to apply for internship off campus? Question mark. Simple answer. Best example, Anurag is there. Again, Anurag, you can, because you had previous knowledge, but you can tell examples of the students. Again, we also have several videos on YouTube, have a podcast of 1 hour. But again, Anurag, over to you.
There are multiple students who have kind of gotten their first internship in the first year itself. There is Sohad who cracked GSOC. You got multiple other students like Yash. then another Yash, then Chris Jaiswal, Anish, Shreyansh Yadav like just gotten a 35,000 internship, and multiple other students, earning from 20,000 to 60,000. So there are multiple students who are earning quite good amount of money.
And this is not just about this first year students, even
Yeah.
the first year students who are right now is second year, I guess abhi third year ho gaya. So uh, within few days when you guys come onto campus, these will turn third year. So Zaid, Devi, Charan also had their friends. Even they used to do, few students used to do their internships from their first year only. And again, the first internship was the Dukan internship, I guess. So again, before that, some used to do. But yes, to simply answer this question, SST students get enough knowledge and to clearly answer with respect to my journey, because I was also really passionate into computer science. And during my college I used to do open source contributions. I participated in Girl Script Summer of Code, Google Summer of Code, but again not selected in Google Summer of Code because the lack of understanding of how to write a proposal. Like proposal is basically, as Devi Charan mentioned, we have to create an entire document explaining what we will be doing, and a lot of stuff includes in that. So again, understanding the what are APIs, connecting front and back end, understanding GitHub, this all took me 3-4 years. But simply if we here see, even the students who are not coming with any background, they're doing those all things which I did, which it literally took 4 years for me, they're doing in 6 months. Even if we are doing in 3 months without even coding background. Why? Because from day zero, same goal, everyone are the peers and everyone are so driven. So, and it's not like a competitive or a stressful thing. Everyone are enjoying that, because whenever I go, because I also stay in micro campus, whenever I go walk around in micro campus, everyone are discussing about DS assignments, projects, everything. So this is the kind of a thing which I feel really help these students to gain that knowledge, which is 100% sufficient for an internship. So this is the answer for that. हिंदी प्लस इंग्लिश में बोलो ना करके कुछ है, बट अगेन देर विल बी सम स्टूडेंट्स हु डोंट नो हिंदी. So let's move to the next question. Please, AML roadmap, this is done. Speak in Hindi, done. The Scalar School of Technology is about what? Simply, Scalar School of Technology is a 4-year AML undergraduate program. It's like your engineering college, where you in 4 years you will get bachelor's plus master's degree. Along with that, you will be undergoing a 1-year industry immersion program, and like the greatest minds of all students are here. So even if you are not the greatest, you will become the greatest, as you see here, as you grow here. So this is like a college. So this is the answer above to your question. Next, tips to get into NASA space app hackathon. I guess Priyam would have been here. Like there is a student Priyam who worked NASA. I don't know what actually he did, but Anurag, if you have any context, you can tell. Otherwise, we can skip this.
So
So
he
tips
was
to.
part
Hmm,
in NASA Artemis program. So he was their product manager, and he worked like he served there like for a couple of years. And he has published more than 3-4 research paper till now, and he got offer from NVIDIA too. So just
correct.
like damn great guy.
So Priyam Ghosh, guys, you can Manish, who asked this question. Um, in some of our next sessions, we will bring him. Don't worry. But again, Priyam Ghosh, you can also find him in LinkedIn. He will be better person to answer your question, and he will help you, because he's a first year student at Scalar School of Technology, and he's also into like doing several stuff. He's also like the lead of AML club here, and you can ask or reach out to him in LinkedIn. So this is to your question. Next, Okay, this is the question. Everyone talks about development. No one talks about cyber security. What are your views on it? Like, uh, open to you guys. Then I will also answer from my lens.
So the reason why everyone talks about development is because to get started in software, you have a roadmap. You need to get good at DSA as well as development, because that these are like two foundations which play a role in other fields like cybersecurity, AI/ML, and other fields like open source as well. So these are like the foundations that you need to get a good grasp of first, which I recommended for beginners. If you're a beginner and you want to directly jump into cybersecurity, initially you may feel difficulty doing that, because you some concepts will be used that are common in development in DSA that you will have to need to know first to able to fully understand other fields. So these are like the secondary fields that come after your foundations are really solid. And after that, based on your interest, you can choose any specialization field like AIML, cybersecurity. There is HFT trading. There is systems designing. So there are many other fields that you can choose based on your interest. But the foundations are what matter as a beginner.
Cool. Um, he has answered clearly. I hope Kavyaksh, your question is solved. And next, move to next question. Talk about the fee structure. Most of everyone here is to know because that fees is too much. Ankit, um, from what my knowledge, whatever I know about this fee structure, because the people at Scalar School of Technology, I hope you are talking about this. The people who teach you guys are the industry leaders. Again, to bring them here, the infrastructure here in the center of Bangalore, again, electronic city, but it is in the center of big companies like these guys know Zaid and Anurag can tell. Like in front of college, there is which companies are there? Guys, STPI is there, Genpact is there, Bosch is there, Infosys, of course, entire electronic cities, Infosys. Any other company?
Wipro is there.
Correct. So all and again within 10 kilometers, all big companies. Like in Belandur is a place where Google, Microsoft, Amazon. Amazon is a bit more far, but again, all of these companies are here. So to tackle all of these things, to have industry leaders coming here, because industry experts who are coming and teaching you, and the infrastructure of the innovation lab and things, all these things will come at a cost. So again, to tackle that, there is these scholarships which are there. Anurag, I guess you got a scholarship of 20%, if I'm not wrong, and you also mentioned your profile based, right? You. So if you can tell about that, key, what is this profile based, and how did you got this scholarship? And if I'm not wrong, Ankit, so Ankit is the person who asked. If you're really into tech, if you're really passionate, and if Scalar School of Technology feels that you're a really great student, it actually gives up scholarship upfront. So Anurag, you can tell about that more.
So I got 20% scholarship. Like I was profile shortlisted. So normally in our college, there is a section known as profile-based shortlisting, where if you have a good profile, what I mean by good profile is if you are from a good coding background, or maybe you have cracked some Olympiads, or have done something which they think that which makes your profile stand out as compared to others, you directly get chance in directly get admission in the college with scholarship. So for my case, I was into coding, into the whole programming thing for the past, like before joining college, I was doing programming for 7 8 years. So that was one thing. Secondly, I was also having experience, running a firm, earning some money and all. So that was also a reason. So that's maybe the reason I got profile shortlisted and I got a scholarship. So yes.
Cool. So like that, there are scholarships, as I mentioned, Prasanna Sankar scholarship. Um, you can explore the website of Scalar School of Technology for more. Ankit, again from Ankit, same question is, can I join SST without NSET? You have to write NSET. Again, as Anurag mentioned, the profile-based shortlisting. Profile-based shortlisting will happen then and only when you apply for NSET. So you have to write scalar NSET, even because of some other reasons, you failed NSET, but because of your good JE percentile or because of your good uh, other rankings, you will be given an opportunity to attempt the interview, personal interview. I guess personal interview is there, right, Anurag, for you or not? Personal
Yeah,
interview
it
will.
was.
So you will be given chance to give interview, and if you are selected, of course, that's not without NSET. That's with NSET. But again, even if you fail, you have that option to get inside Scalar School of Technology with profile-based shortlisting. And the reason is these Scalar School of Technology doesn't sees basis on the marks. Ki if you are a topper or loser, Scalar School of Technology sees if you have that will to achieve something in computer science. So this is the answer to your question. Next, how does someone with interest in multiple domains under computer science decide what to do? Ayushman, again, anyone want to answer? You can add a short answer to this.
Who have the same doubt, like if I have multiple, if I'm interested in multiple things in computer science, and which one to choose is a better one. So like there are different things, like one is to create impact and one is to earn money. So if you want to earn money, there are like a lot of quant companies and HFT companies which give you a lot of money for your job. If you want money, you can go there, and if you want to create impact for the world, you can do a lot of research, and like do a lot of research work and everything, and then uh, choose that field. Like AML field, it involves a lot of research internships and research works and implementing the research papers. So that is a high paying job, and also it will create impact to your company and your user base. So these are the two things, like one is to earn money and one is to impact on your user base. So choose between, like choose one of these between two, and then you'll get the answer.
Hmm. First years is hard or simple? Please tell me. Mm, Anurag or Zaid, anyone can answer this. First year is hard or simple? Again, I would prefer you to watch. Siraj, if you are specifically checking for Scalar School of Technology, 1 year at SST podcast is there on YouTube channel where you will get that feeling. Is it easy or hard? Of course, it won't be easy, but again, Anurag.
If you study, it's easy. If you don't, it's not. Simple.
But again, if you work hard in your first years, it will eventually become easy in your next years. But as few people say, when you're really interested into this, so you won't feel it as hard. You will enjoy. So even if you're coding late night, even if you're coding until even without any sleep, you will enjoy that. The hard working thing which is there, you will literally enjoy it because at the beginning it will be hard, but eventually you will enjoy that thing, and no one can stop you once you feel that. So there's a simple thing from my end. Um, there is a question related to open source. I wish to build an open source CRM software like Zoho or Odoo. Will the knowledge earned in the first year help me build the MVP version of the idea? And how big impact will it make in my resume for internships? Anyone, Devi, Charan, Anurag, Zaid. Let me say the question. So he want to build a platform like Zoho or Odoo. So will the knowledge gained in the first year will it help in building the MVP version of the idea, and how it will help in his resume? So
So a point for me in the first year, if you follow the curriculum diligently, do the assignments and contests, you will get a strong foundation of DSA and web development. These are two things that if you have a command over, you can build almost any project. You can start with building almost any project. You won't be needing to go deep into a specialization or anything. These two foundations are enough to get you started, and you can build an MVP of anything. So yeah, so definitely, if you are looking to build an competitor to Zoho or Odoo, uh, the first year will definitely be helpful, and uh, it will definitely add a huge impact to your resume, because uh, building a CRM is not a small feat. It is a versatile project. It is a complete project that takes care of both front end and back end integration. So it will add a lot of impact to your resume.
Cool. Hmm, I am a right. This would have answered that question, but again, mm, because in this fast-paced world, you need to be very quick. You need to learn everything very quick. You need to adapt AI in your day-to-day things. You need to improve the efficiency. First of all, you need to learn how things are being built, and then you have to apply uh, automations, AI, everything into that, and make it more efficient, make your day-to-day tasks more efficient. And these are all things, then you need to actually understand, like get an internship as how Zaid and all are doing right now, and actually um, understand how these all things are working in the industry actually. So this all will take a lot of time, mm, but I can feel that things happening very quick here within the students. But again, the peer culture, the driven motivation and all is the same thing. So this is one thing from my end. Next thing is, next question: I'm a scalar fresher, what all should I do in my first month? Again, Ashwin, the things which mentioned in this video are the things which you need to do. And specifically speaking about the first month, if you are coming to Scalar School of Technology, then the curriculum would be enough. Make network with your peers and all. Again, open to others if anyone want to add for a student what they want to do in their, what they have to do in their first month in Scalar School of Technology. I'm thinking anyone would want to add first month at SST,
Uh,
what they.
say make your foundation stronger. Like learn basic principles and everything, like solid principles, OOPS concepts and everything. Like just get a strong foundation over them.
Cool. So present time studying 12th. My question is, when I start the preparation for NSET. You prepare for JE, you prepare for all the other competitive examinations. For NSET, what you can do is, um, how much time would it be required? If I ask Devi Charan, because you focused again, refocused to the NSET. So, how much time would you think if a student is preparing for JE and all, or would require for NSET? If a student is not at all preparing for any other competitive examinations, just NSET, what's the time?
Uh, Currently, the NSET syllabus is contains two subjects. One is logical reasoning and one is for mathematics. So, if you are able to like cover JE syllabus, you will be able to cover the mathematics over NSET too. I think it would take around 2 months or 1.5 months to cover the logical reasoning part. Like if you are able to adapt it quickly. So I would say if you prepare for JE, maths will be covered from there itself, and it can take one month or 1.5 months to cover the syllabus of logical reasoning.
Cool. Uh, so mostly we have answered all questions. Just let me quickly go through the remaining questions, which are mostly similar. Okay, good session. Thank you. What is the biggest mistake you committed while your first year, second year? Again, these all have been mentioned. Medasri, can I get the recordings? Of course, yes. This will be also. This is also being streamed on YouTube, so you can go watch it on Scalar School of Technology's YouTube channel. This is answered. uh, Manish, in hackathon you write some code base earlier, or the on the site you write whole code for your project? Manish, it depends. Like mostly the problem statement for a hackathon would be given at the start of the hackathon. So in few of the kind of hackathons, you have to code on the spot. But in case of Smart India hackathon, in case of MSME, so there are a lot of other hackathons where the problem statement is given earlier, so you can start your code a way before the hackathon starts. So I guess this is the answer for this. Is there any way during our open source startup internship application period can contact you guys for guidance or help, just for networking? Ayushman, you can contact these guys in LinkedIn. You can network to them. So of course, with a good note message, if you just text them, send a connection request. Of course, these guys are always ready to help you out. So LinkedIn, you can just search their names. I guess this would be enough. The names which you can see over here, right? So may I know once again what Mega Sri related to fees and all? You can check out the Scalar School of Technology website. Next, without referral, can we get internship? You can get one option, uh, texting the HR or like the startup founders or anyone for the internship. Second option is your campus or your college having it on campus, right? So can I give NSET exam today or tomorrow? No, Smriti, you can give NSET exam again at the end because the session is came to end. This is the last question. um, NSET date is on, final deadline to register for NSET is August 9. The test will be on August 10th. So these are dates. And the next admissions are open for Scalar School of Technology. The last NSET is, you have to register before August 9. You have to write it, like the test will be on August 10th, and you will be having your personal interview and all. And for the remaining all students, the classes will start from the September, whoever all are selected, right? So this is, no one should miss. I hope everyone are on track. Scholarship and everything, once you fill the application form, you will be reach out from the team. So NSET is online test. Yes, Megasri, NSET is online test. Personal interview will be online. So don't worry. Once we take loan from bank, we should repay loan during my running college or getting job. It depends. Like Vinod, you can contact to the admission per team person. They will clarify. I don't have that much context. Guys, so it's a wrap for today's session. I hope you guys got a lot of insights about everything. And that's all for this session. We'll close here. Thank you so much, Zaid, Anurag, and Devi Charan, for your time. All the best for your next 2-3 years here at Scalar School of Technology. Thank you, everyone. Ending the session over here.
Thank you.